Hey, it's What the Flick, everybody. Me and Alonso are here. We're beginning our conversation of Fargo.
Yes.
A mini-series, a true detective-like event.
I say let's have more of these. I'm all about finite, we don't have novellas in this country much, but I like the idea, like, this story will end. We don't have to artificially figure out a way to keep these characters hopping around for 2, 3, 4 seasons.
Yeah, I read that they may, there could, if there's enough of a response and they come up with a story, there could be a season 2, but like True Detective, it would merely be another story set in North Dakota or Minnesota.
Yeah.
Like that. So the setting would dictate the story, but obviously none of the characters.
I looked up Bemidji, Minnesota. It's even further north than Fargo is. It's,
is that right?
It's northeast, closer to the Canadian border in Michigan. In Minnesota, sorry.
Bemidji, that's how we say it, right?
That's how they say it.
It's not, it doesn't roll off the tongue.
No, and it looks, for that part of the country, it looks vaguely Arabic,
How so?
Well, DJI,
the name,
not the actual town.
Yeah, I was like,
there's no minarets or anything.
They had a general store. I didn't see that. I didn't catch that. A diner.
The fire station has, a souk.
So I liked this. I was into it. I watched it late at night, and I was tired, and I was thinking that like, would I make it through? But I was significantly sustained. Martin Freeman's descent into rapid violence is very credible.
Yeah, it reminded me of, I don't know if you ever read any of the Spirit comics from the 40s.
I did not, no.
That Will Eisner did. They made a shitty movie of it a few years ago, but don't watch it. Anyway, but it was a newspaper comic, but it was done like a comic book. It was like an 8-page thing that would run every Sunday. And so they were almost little novellas in a way, And a lot of times you'd get these characters, who you see in noir films too, these very sort of average, henpecked guys who just snap one day. And that's sort of, I thought, what they created with the Freeman character, the Lester Nygaard, who was just the kind of sort of nebbishy, unsuccessful guy who's just constantly being dumped on, and then one day he just, breaks.
And it's interesting because we get really 2 deaths that, we're not in favor of, right? Like Sam and then his wife, because even his wife, you're like, well, she was pretty unpleasant, and I mean, it was really, she just, she was brutal to him, terrible to him, and
she didn't deserve it, but
she didn't deserve it, but his action is understandable.
Yeah, you can connect the dots.
Right, needs to be punished, right? But then the guy you least want to get killed gets killed, and I thought that was an interesting tonal moment of, like, we're like, oh, the guys who deserve it, like, as Billy Bob Thornton suggests, the people who sort of deserve it in the world, who don't deserve it don't know the breath. There's a difference, obviously, between Sam and the wife, but still, but the sheriff with the kid coming, and he's a good cop, and a thoughtful guy, and a genuine pillar of the community, and that was.
And he couldn't catch a break on Big Love, and now he's dead in the first episode of Fargo. This guy just never gets a break.
But a really good performance there. Prior to checking out here.
Yeah, I mean, I think for an actor, it's got to be a challenge of like, okay, this is an 8-episode show. Oh, and I die in the first one. Great, So you've got to really imbue every scene you've got with this sort of sense of get to know who I am so that my absence means something,
Yeah, I found myself wishing that Colin Hanks had been killed.
Oh,
no, I like Colin Hanks. I was like, if I have to lose a cop, I don't know him yet. I wanted more Merv. That was not.
You'll throw him into the volcano.
No, I was not. I'm not looking. I like Colin Hanks too, but I guess he's going to be a significant focal point of this.
Yes, definitely. I think he winds up teaming up with
Molly.
Yeah, so that'll be interesting.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Billy Bob Thornton. Oh my God! I run hot and cold with him. Like sometimes he's one of those actors like Nicolas Cage or somebody where sometimes he'll just really bring it, and other times you can feel him sort of going through the motions. But this was so interestingly eccentric, and we've seen a lot of low-key philosophical hitmen over the past few years, and there's more than a whisper of Anton Chigurh in this one.
Definitely.
But he's magnetic. I found myself really just riveted to his every utterance.
Yeah, and also it's interesting because he stands out, one, because he's Billy Bob Thornton. He's got all that talent and that magnetism. But he's the only guy not talking funny. Also,
No, that's true.
you know, everybody else. I think literally everybody else has the accent.
Yeah.
And he's speaking in this sort of essentially monotonous, vaguely murderous, philosophical way, and you know which stands in even starker contrast to sort of the dramatic, sort of laughable lines that everybody else is giving.
Right, yeah, he's sort of the Nietzsche book on tape of this show.
Right,
you know.
while everybody else is, you know, love you, Pop, you too, hun. You know, there's a tremendous amount of that.
And I gotta say, I know I'm in the minority here, and it's heretical to say I was not a giant fan of the movie. I loved Frances McDormand.
Mm-hmm.
The rest of it to me kind of felt like this one joke thing of, oh, these people talk funny.
Right.
And this show, I think, yeah, that they still talk funny, but there's other stuff going on, or there was more stuff going on, and I am more into it than I was with the movie. I love how the Billy Bob Thornton character just loves to stir up shit. You know, whether it's goading Lester to sort of tell that he wants to kill this guy, to calling the front desk and you know,
after getting the guy to urinate in the
gas tank, and then calling the older son and telling him that the dad left all the money.
That's just to be.
Yeah, he's not even there to watch it. No. He just wants to, you know.
But I tell you what I laughed out loud at hard in this was Martin Freeman calling the hotel and telling the desk clerk he'd done something bad before asking for the room number.
Room 23. I'm hoping if there's an investigation that might come up later. You know?
But this does not seem like it's going to be a terribly tough crime to solve.
You know, it doesn't. I mean, although the fact that, he is there on the scene and knocked out. So I mean, he's sort of given himself an alibi. He's there on the scene and knocked out,
but I mean, he made a phone call. Somebody made a phone call to that hotel. That guy was staying at the hotel.
And I'm sure he probably didn't wipe his fingerprints off the hammer. You know, I mean, who knows? Or maybe Billy Bob Thornton did. I don't know.
Right. Maybe, right. But we don't know Billy Bob, right, but maybe the hammer's, no, the hammer's there, right? He put the hammer when he came down.
I don't remember.
I can't remember which scene where he hid the hammer. Was it when he first came down, or was it when, did he hide it in the first place, or did he hide it when he came down when Molly was in the house after the
It might have been the first time. I have to go back and look again.
So maybe Billy Bob Thornton took it. It's possible.
But Martin Freeman, you know, where would American television be without all the Brits and Australians coming over and doing really good American accents?
Yeah, really exceptionally good American accents. Also, by the knocking himself out, turning into the window was pretty special
it's a
too.
Good physical bit
on the fake punch. Yeah, it was well done. I mean, his brother's great, and the dropping the gun scene. You know, I liked the movie. I thought there was sort of great. I can't believe I'm about to use this word. I thought there was great, like credible tenderness in it without it being schmaltzy at all. Like I thought a manner of conveying affection between, you know, Frances McDormand.
Oh well, yeah, the Gundersons. Their scenes together are really quite lovely.
Yeah, so you know, and that was so much of the movie that I was just that was a big part of it. But I did like it. But yeah, they've captured the mood. I mean, it looks like it, and obviously in the beginning, and just seeing Molly and Merv at the side of the road trying to solve.
Vern Thurman.
Vern, not Merv Thurman. Well, anyway, he's dead. Doesn't make any difference. He's gone.
Delayed.
God, he was good. This pissed me off.
They could just call the show Ear Flaps.
Yeah, I was also. It's true. I was looking for some sign that he had survived. You know, if you're gurgling up blood on television, it's generally a sign of seconds away from
death. It's like coughing in the first scene.
That's true.
You're a goner.
Yeah, you're lung cancer or tuberculosis, depending on the era.
Exactly. Yes. Right. When is this?
When is the setting?
So yeah, I mean, it's almost to the point where, like you said, it's not that going to be that hard a murder to solve. How do they stretch this out for 8 episodes? I mean, I guess more bodies will be piling up probably.
Yeah, or literally chasing him, perhaps. Although that you'd think that would be an FBI gig, but who knows?
Right.
And then maybe FBI agents involved. Yeah.
Oh, I also love Kate Walsh as the widow Hess.
Yeah. Well, also, so you imagine there's going to be some Kate Walsh, Martin Freeman connection.
Apparently so, yeah.
It seems. I guess we've seen a shot of that, but it also just makes sense.
Right, and if nothing else, because you know Martin Freeman is his insurer, so
right.
He has to deal with all that stuff, you know.
Yeah, and I said, in the hockey stick beating the other kid up with the hockey stick, like it was the other kid's fault to begin with. It's not even true.
Doesn't even know what's going on.
Right, doesn't even know what's going on. Yeah, I don't know. It's good stuff. It's sweet and good, and I'm looking forward to next week.
Yeah. The pungent sense of humor I'm enjoying. So you know, all right, we'll be back with more.